So every morning after the dogs go out, and yes, poor Emma still has a donut on her head because we're still dealing with stuff with her back end, story for another time, and after the workout, and sometimes before, but usually after the collagen peptides, is my morning skincare routine. And even though I am not a morning person, the older I get, the earlier I wake up. I just hate it. But that is a fact of my life and the way it is. And YouTube does not help because I'm filming these videos at all sorts of weird times. That said, it's very important to have a morning skincare routine that works well for your skin, gets your skin off on the right foot. That doesn't make any sense. I guess get your skin off on the right face for the day. So, and if you're new to the channel, good morning. I'm Chris. I'm a skincare expert, and I'm here to help you guys get skincare that will work for you, not empty your wallet, and not do you more harm than good. So if that's your thing, be sure and hit the subscription button and that little notification bell so you know when these new videos come out every week. So I wanted to put together this video for you on a simple, basic morning skincare routine, my basic skincare routine, even though you guys remember, I'm always testing out different products. So every time I do a video and I'm showcasing a product, I'm usually working with the ingredients. I'm not so much interested in the brand or the price or any of that stuff. It's really about the ingredients and how they work. So my actual routine ingredients don't change so much, but the formulations do. That does not mean every time I do a video and showcase a product, you need to run out and buy it. I'm just giving you guys options, and I think it's a lot of fun to figure out which of these formulations work the best, which ingredients work better together. And you know, I'm all about multitasking products these days. So a lot of my focus has been on formulations that include several different ingredients that will work together to save us money from having to go buy this product and that product and having 15 items sitting on our shelf. Really not necessary. So we want to keep things simple. And there have been a lot of questions, really good ones, about the order of things in the skincare routine. What goes on when, how long do you wait, that sort of thing. Now, first, let me quickly remind everybody about skincare routine order or basic order. First is cleansing, then treatments, then moisture, then sunscreen. That's basically it. It's really that simple. So no matter what you're using, if you're using a spot treater or a skincare acid, that's a treatment. It's always cleansing first, then your treatments, then your moisturizers if you're using them. And the reason for that is moisturizers tend to have ceramides in them, dimethicone, other ingredients that are good for hydrating the skin and building that moisture layer, but they're also going to protect your skin from any ingredients and any other products that you're applying. So applying things after your moisturizer doesn't make much sense because, of course, they're going to be blocked and you're just wasting your time. So first, let's talk about cleansing. Is it necessary to clean or cleanse my skin every morning? It depends. If you cleansed your skin the night before, is it absolutely necessary? No, it is not. I actually don't always cleanse my skin in the morning, especially in drier winter weather or drier times because it tends to dry out my skin. What I do instead is use a warm washcloth to just gently steam my face. And what that does is help not really open the pores because you can't really open pores, but it does help extract extra oil and bacteria. It also helps give your skin a boost of hydration. And if you have really dry skin, once a day cleansing is usually enough, done in the evening to make sure that we get all the oil, dirt, environmental impurities, all of those things, makeup, cosmetics, off our skin before we go to bed. So if you're doing a nighttime cleansing, that's absolutely fine. You don't absolutely have to do a morning cleansing. Now, if you have oilier skin or you have acne-prone skin, you do want to do a morning cleansing step in your routine because you want to remove that excess oil, any bacteria that has grown overnight. You want to do that to give your skin a fresh start so you apply your treatments or your acne treatments are going to work much better. So you do need to cleanse. Now, if you have normal, dry, combination skin, any of those three, it's really important to use a creamy cleanser that's not going to overstrip the oil from your skin, because if you do that, you're going to have a lot of dryness, a lot of excess dryness, tightness, which you should never feel after cleansing with any cleanser. So the idea here is we want to cleanse the skin without stripping too much of the oil that naturally helps hydrate your skin. If you have super oily or acne prone skin, you need a foaming cleanser that has a bit of a kick. something that has some mild surfactant to it to help break down that thick oil and get it off of your skin, help decongest your pores and balance the pH on your skin. What you don't want, again, is to overstrip the oil. And I know when we have oily skin, because I had acne and oily skin for years, the tendency is to want to like just really scrub our skin and get all of that oil off. What that actually does is it triggers your oil glands to produce more oil, which is what the acne bacteria digest and grows and leads to more breakouts. Plus, harsh cleansers of any kind on any skin type are going to increase inflammation and irritation in the skin, which can lead to premature aging. So again, cleanser is a very important step. Hopefully this clears that part up. All right, so next we want to talk about treatments. And treatments are your serums. They're your glycolic acid exfoliator serum. They're your peptides. They are your dark spot correctors, eye gels, and eye creams. These all need to go on before moisturizer. Now, what I'm currently using for a glycolic acid exfoliator is Alpha Skincare's 14% Skin Renewing Serum. It's a glycolic acid made from sugar, so it's very mild. I've used it for, I wouldn't say 100 years, but it feels like that. Probably 30 years I've used their products, this brand, and they work very well for me. There's no fragrance. It's a pure formulation product in the mode of, say, like The Ordinary or Good Molecules, but it's been around a long time. So I would apply this glycolic acid first. Now that's a water-soluble treatment. So I'm going to follow it with my peptides. This is my formulation for Clear Revolution Skincare Luminous Peptides. It's a tripeptide complex. And I'm going to apply that to my skin. And you always want to try to pat these products on and put the excess on your hands so you don't waste it. And you just give that a minute or so to absorb. So water-soluble products absorb very quickly into the skin, again, first before moisturizer. Then you want to use any spot correctors, acne spot treaters, anything like that that you're using to lighten spots on the skin or heal acne blemishes. Right now, I'm testing out L'Oreal's Youth Code Dark Spot Corrector. This is a new product. It's a multitasking serum, which you guys know I like those. That's why I'm testing it. That's supposed to help lighten dark spots and brighten the skin, and do it very quickly. Within a week or so, they are saying you should see some results. So of course, it doesn't take much. A pearl size amount of this product is all you need. And you're going to just pat that on. Now, if you're treating your neck, you would use more than that. You would use probably about a nickel size. Treat the areas of your neck with this product. Anyway, and it readily absorbs. Now, I will be doing a full review on this product because it's new, but right now it is a part of my morning skincare routine. By the way, that reminds me, all the products that I am talking about in this skincare routine video today will be listed below in the video description box. So if you want to check these out for yourself, you can do that after the video. Then, as most of you guys who follow the channel know, I am using The Ordinary's Vitamin C 23% suspension. I put this on after my water soluble because this particular formulation of vitamin C is designed to give a slow release vitamin C to the skin. So it's a suspension. Man, try and say that early in the morning, which means it's not going to readily fully absorb into the skin. So we want to be sure that it goes on after our water soluble products. And again, we just pat that on. Now, a lot of you have asked me questions about this particular product because it does have a textured feel to the formulation, and you need to use so little of it. And I think what's happening is a lot of people are using too much, so it doesn't feel like it absorbs. But if you use the right amount, after just a few seconds, you will not feel that texture on the skin anymore. It will absorb. If you're continuing to feel that texture after you've applied this particular product for more than a minute or two, you're applying too much. It really takes very, very little of the vitamin C serum to work. Next would be a moisturizer. Now, if you have oily skin, you do not necessarily need to apply a moisturizer. If you're even using what I use, which is a water gel based moisturizer with hyaluronic acid, and your skin feels slippery or shiny or too wet, then you don't need moisturizer, and it's perfectly fine not to use that. you don't have to. If you have normal, combination, or dry skin, you probably do want to use a moisturizer, especially if you're someone of my age, you're over 50 or you're over 40 or even really starting in your mid-30s. Moisturizer is a really good thing to do because our skin produces less and less of its own moisture creating enzymes or amino acids. So those of you who follow the channel know that I use Neutrogena's Hydro Boost for extra dry skin. I choose this particular formulation. There are two. There's another one that is a water gel that has fragrance in it. I choose the one without fragrance because fragrance tends to bother my skin in my facial skincare products. I could wear it anywhere else, not a problem, but on my face, it tends to give me breakouts. So just a dab, again, just enough to dampen the skin. You don't need to slather it on. The other thing, this moisturizer is perfectly fine for over the eyes if you're not using an eye cream. In my morning routine right now, I am not using an eye cream because I'm using the L'Oreal Youth Code product, which has similar ingredients to an eye cream, so I don't need the excess. But if you're using an eye cream, you would apply that before your moisturizer, but moisturizer is important if you have dry combination skin. Then, of course, the most important step of the morning skincare routine is what? It is sunscreen. Sunscreen, sunscreen, sunscreen. I am telling you, you've got to use sunscreen. Now, I prefer mineral sunscreens over chemical sunscreens. There are many videos on my channel and other skin influencer channels on YouTube that talk about the problems with chemically based sunscreens, and almost all of us tout or tell you or encourage you to use mineral-based sunscreens. They've come a long way. Many of them are water-based now. They don't leave that white cast on your skin. They're not thick or oily or greasy. There are just tons of them. So no matter what you choose to use, stick with your favorite if you want to use the chemical sunscreen. The most important thing here is that you use it every day, inside or out. Whether you plan to be outdoors or indoors, you need to get in the habit, just like brushing your teeth, of using sunscreen. Now, the number one question I get when I'm out in public, here on the channel, on my blog community, is what is the one thing that you think you've done with your skin that has kept it from aging as quickly as a lot of the people that I know, or even their skin? And I tell them the most important thing I've done is sunscreen. I started using sunscreen on my face in my early 20s as a part of my anti-acne regimen because I had such a battle with acne, and sun does not help acne the way people think that it does. So I made sunscreen a part of my life, and here I am at age 57, and I get called out all the time. You've had work done, you're lying about your age, and I can blame it all on sunscreen. So I use Neutrogena's Sheer Zinc for the face, SPF 50. I live in Florida, SPF 50. You can actually still tan under that, believe it or not. I didn't think that was possible, but it is. That particular sunscreen is designed for the face. It is designed to blend in. It takes very, very little of it. You don't have to slather it on. A nickel size is more than enough to give you good coverage of your face, ears, and then another nickel size for the neck, chest. Absolutely important that you cover those areas as well with sunscreen. Now, I hope this video today has given you an idea of what order to use your products in a morning routine. This is a very basic routine, but the skincare ingredients in my routine usually stay pretty much the same. And that would be a glycolic acid exfoliator, followed by my peptides, followed by any spot treaters that I'm testing, or skin brighteners or skin tone evening products, all the treatments, eye creams, then a moisturizer, then sunscreen. So that hopefully simplifies everything. I want to thank you guys for watching the channel today and supporting it. I really appreciate it. Man, are we growing so fast, and it's all because of you. Cannot say thank you enough. I love you guys. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you over on the next video.